Hello again, YouTubers and Pokemon fans! For today's opening here on the Poke Capital, we have the Japanese Zygarde EX Perfect Battle Deck. Just kind of back up a little bit there, show you the full thing there. So just like the Mega Auto one we opened up a few days ago, this will be a pretty similar deck with a similar number of Ultra Rares, probably the same number. If you missed that one, it should be available in the iCard, so check that out as well. If you can read Japanese, that's what we're about to see, including some of those shiny goodies there, but I don't want to spoil too much. And not sure exactly what this is here, what that says, obviously, but it's a thing and it's there, so I'm just showing you that. So let's get this all out of the packaging, and we'll go from there, shall we? So, first of all, we'll take this stuff out kind of quick and show you. Actually, this might be what was shown on the back here, actually. It's just a little booklet which shows some of the cards that are inside and tells you more about them, but I don't want to give you too many spoilers in showing you that. We get damage counters, which are actually different than the Mega Audino ones. Different coloring and, oh, actually that's because I looked at that side. I didn't realize they were two-sided. Kind of interesting. So, you can play them on either side, however you wish. You get a playmat here, which should have Zygarde on it, and I can tell that already, but I don't want to get it fully unfolded because it's just kind of hard to show anyway. But it's a thing you get. It's there. Yeah, I can't get it so I can show anything like too awesome on there, but it's a playmat made of paper that features Zygarde, and then you got just a basic rule book here as well. And then we get to the most fun part here, the cards, and we got a coin here as well, if I can get that lifted off. So, here is the Zygarde coin. Kind of a cool little like foil prism effect there, like you see like a lot of lines. It almost looks like it's heavily scratched up in a way, but it looks pretty cool. He actually kind of looks kind of like a transformer there in my opinion, but it is what it is. And then of course we've got 60 cards here. I'm just gonna take these offset here and probably do a camera cut again while I get them out of the plastic, just to make sure we keep them all nice and minty fresh. Alright, and to save time, I actually have put all the shiny stuff in sleeves, and I rearranged things a little bit here to kind of go from worst to best. So we're gonna go energy, and then trainers, and then Pokemon, with the best, shiniest stuff for last. So kind of the opposite of how they're packaged, but I think it works out better that way. So first and foremost here, let's get all these basic energy out of the way. I'm not even gonna count them. You get a bunch of those, and then you get 2 strong energy as well. And then for the trainers, we've got Ultra Ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch times 1, 2, 3. Pokemon Catcher. 1, 2. And then this little guy here is called Power Memory. It can be attached only to Zygarde EX, and the attack there for 2 fighting colors does 200 damage, and it's called All Cell Burn. And the effect, the side effect, if you will, you have to discard 3 energy, but still not too bad, especially if you're down to 1 or 2 prize cards left. Your opponent's a powerful EX. You got a Zygarde out with 3 energy. Well, 200 damage is gonna take care of just about anybody, especially when you factor things like Strong Energy or Muscle Band or Fighting Stadium or whatever else you may have in play that boosts up Zygarde's attack beyond that 200 base damage on that attack. You get just 1 copy of that, looks like. You get the N reprint with the Zorua there, very cool. 1, 2. Shauna times 1, 2. Tierno times 1, 2, 3, 4. Professor Sycamore. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that may be the same supporter lineups we got in the Mega Auto deck, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we had 4 Sycamore and 4 Tierno, 2 Shauna. I think we had 2 Ns, unless we had Birch or something, but oh well. We got Scorched Earth times 2, which you don't remember that card. You discard a fire or fighting energy from your hand, and then you draw 2 cards, which is important, and we'll kind of point out why towards the end here. Alright, then we got Diglett times 2. No Doug Trio. No Diglett Dig, Trio. But we do have a Larvitar times 1. And then Ryalu times 3. A very fierce looking Lucario. I didn't write down what the attack names are, but you can see there's no side effects or effects of any kind, just base 40, base 70, and that's what they are. Unless you have, strong energy and stuff. So we got 2 of that. we've got a new Hawlucha with 70 HP times 2. We've got Carbink, and the ability of this Carbink is Safeguard, which means your opponent's Pokemon EX cannot do damage to Carbink from the effects of it. The attacks can't do damage. There we go. And then the attack there is 40 for 2 energy. Pretty plain and simple, times 2. And then you got a Carbink Break with 110 HP. The attack there for 1 energy does 20 damage. And the effect, attach 2 energy from the discard pile to one of your benched fighting Pokemon. So that is where that Scorched Earth Stadium comes into play. An extra way to help you get fighting energy into the discard pile. So if you are using Carbink Break, you can utilize the full effect of that attack in energy acceleration. So it's to go along with Lugia and the upcoming Ho-Oh break. You got another break that is of a basic Pokemon and one that actually has Safeguard as well. So kind of interesting there. And then we've got Regirock EX, 180 HP. The ability is Regi Power. Each fighting Pokemon does 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, but this excludes Regirock EX. So, for instance, that 100 damage, it doesn't become 110 because of the ability, because it is Regirock. But that attack for 3 fighting energy that does 100 damage is called Bedrock Press. And during your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. And while 100 may not sound like a lot, again, keep in mind with fighting Pokemon, you can of course use Muscle Bands. You got those strong energies to add damage. If you run Fighting Stadium instead of the Scorched Earth Stadium, you can do more damage to EXs, and so on and so forth. So that 100 damage could easily be, 160 or even higher, just due to other card effects that might be in play. And in this deck, this Zygarde EX Perfect Battle deck, you get not 1, not 2, but yeah, 2. You get 2 copies of Regirock EX. My bad. And then the featured card of this deck, of course, is Zygarde EX. And the Zygarde EX has 3 attacks, as you can see. The first one, he's got 190 HP as well. So the first attack for 1 fighting energy does 20 damage, plus 20 more damage if there is a Stadium card in play. And that is called Earth Pulse. The second attack for a fighting and a colorless Cell Storm does 60 damage, and it heals 30 damage from Zygarde EX. And then the third and final attack there is 100 damage Ground Force for 2 fighting and a colorless, and there's no side effect. But again, there's also that Power Memory tool card that you can attach to Zygarde EX, which for that same energy requirement, you can do 200 damage if you then discard 3 energy. So not too shabby. And Zygarde EX, you get not 1, not 2, but 3 of them. So in this deck, you get 3 Zygarde EX, 2 Regirock EX, and a Carbink Break. So, with the added break and the fact that the Zygardes and such, I think, are actually competitive viable, I could see them being in competitive play, whereas the Audino and Mega Audino, kind of questionable. The Deontay maybe as a support Pokemon of some kind, but these definitely have much more chance and are much more feasible to be competitive cards than the cards in Mega Audino. So I definitely think that this deck is a lot better. Plus you get, 1 extra shiny card that the Mega Audino deck did not have. And I actually ordered extra of the Zygarde deck. I only got 1 box of 6 Mega Audino, but I got 4 boxes of 6. So I got 24 total copies of this deck, including one I just opened. Hopefully I have time. I can get at least those decks, maybe the XY10 box as well, stocked on the PokeCapital.com before this video goes live. So head over to the website and check out our Japanese Pokemon section, and hopefully we'll have some of the new stuff there for you guys in case you want to pick up this deck for yourself. But that is all for this opening, obviously. So please subscribe, rock, smash that like button again, visit our website, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more Pokemon opening goodness. See you then, everybody.